has happened since I've been back. By the way, look at this beautiful picky pad. This is my flowery, that's better, sparkly, bead-filled, flower-filled, chain-filled picky pad that I am going to decimate. I'm trying to find a better word for that, but I mean it does basically get decimated. Take a good look at it right now because it won't look like this in just a little bit. It's so, and listen to that. I love that. That's kind of prepping it. I like to prep it like that. This one here is gonna pop right out. But yeah, so okay. So I am yeah, I'm back to this. Oh my gosh, the weather was so beautiful there. And now I'm back to, I think, what was it today? Oh, look at, here we go. Look at what that left there. I love that. That's so cool. Yeah, so I'm back to, a cute little star or flower sparkle. I can let some drop here too. So, back to like, I think it was like, gosh, what was it today? 112. Yeah, I believe it was like 112 today. But, you know, it's fine. I'm used to it. I've been living here for so long. I'm used to it. So anyway, a lot has happened, and I am calling this ASMR session, should I call it that? Session, anyway. I'm calling this one another conversations, well, kind of conversations with my mother, because I mean I am going to talk about some other things first, but I will get to some conversations with my mother because she is the key or the main focus this week, because a lot has happened with my mom, and that was nice. And so anyway, what I want to start with is, oh my goodness, oh wow, it didn't go flying off. Oh, look at those cute little flowers right there, so adorable. I'm gonna leave those there. I'm gonna put this cute little pink bead right there. So, oh, and then we got, this is just so cool. Isn't that just so cool? Kind of want to pop it out of there, but then I don't, you know. Oh, I forgot. Oh, darn it. I bought this stuff because it smells so good, and it would just kind of make the hands all glistening. My daughter told me, Mother, oh no, but oh my gosh, that stuff smells so good. And then I got this too. Mother, you need to lotion up your hands because you don't want dry looking hands, dry looking arms either. Let's, oh my goodness, that smells good. And then I went a little overboard and I got, oh, hello, I got this as well. Where did I get this from? Was this just from like, oh my god, my hands are so slippery now. And then that stuff smells like vanilla. So yeah, there, look at that. Ready to go, ready to go. Okay. Okay, now hopefully I can grip this thing. Rub it in. Anyway, oh, I can't get over how cute those are. Let's get this little flower here. So anyway, like I was saying, first things first, my husband and I am having a hard time, if you can't tell, now that it's all slippery, but at least my hands look good, right? But anyway, so we went and saw Twisters with that Cruise never was. Sorry for all the Tom Cruise fans out there, but I don't know. But Glenn Powell, yeah, he's a cutie, and the fact that he, is a great. Oh my gosh, he has so much charisma. Great actor, and I love Daisy too, the main actress, the lead actress. I've seen her in a lot of stuff, and I'm a fan. She's really, really awesome as well. She's just down to earth and really great actress. But the movie was, it was really entertaining. Really had me like, oh, that's adorable. Love that. Really had me the entire time. Sometimes, with movies, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like going too long. Like wrap it up. But it was good. It really held my attention, and it was great little flick for a Saturday, just to kind of get out of the house. I just want to add some more cute little flowers. Let's get this silicone out of the way. There we go. And so yeah, it was good. Definitely fun. And we went to the Cinegrill, where you can order your meal, and it's like so roomy, and you can order a meal, and just it's like a date night, and it's so fun. I love it. I love the seats. I love that you can order a meal and then a cute little movie like that. And I just thought, I don't want to watch Twisters from home, because it just seems like it's such a bigger than life kind of movie. Like, you have to see it on the big screen, and so it was worth it, definitely. But the next movie I can't wait to see. I think it comes out like in like a week or two. Is the Alien? Is it Romulus? I think that's what it's called. No idea what it's about. Really don't. But I love scary movies, and I especially love the Alien movies. Just love them. So I'm excited to see that. And honestly, I was not interested at all in seeing that movie coming out, Wicked, in November, but I saw a preview, and wow, it sold me. It definitely, like, I'm now like, okay, I think that I will be taking my granddaughter to see it. It really does look quite good, so I'm hoping it gets good reviews. Yeah, so I'll probably be seeing that. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else that looked interesting that was coming, and not really. So yeah, but I look forward to at least that one, Wicked, at Thanksgiving. Love when there's a good movie out for the holidays, because my family and I, we like to especially see a movie like on Christmas Day. So that'll be fun. If there's something good out, I'm sure there'll be something good out then too. And maybe Wicked will even still be in the theaters then, and we can always see that if there's nothing else out. So anyway, getting to what this is, ASMR is titled, Another Conversations with My Mother. So when I'm getting a lot of these little cute little stars or flowers out, and then there's the beads. I love pulling at those. Listen to that. Come on out of there. There we go. Grab it like that. So, my stepdad, he had some issues with his back, and he was actually, they were so bad that when he was walking, he would sometimes, even if he had a cane, he would sometimes, his leg, I think it was his left leg would go out, and he would fall, and so he was having some pretty intensive issues with keeping his balance and walking in his leg. So he went in for surgery to deal with that, and they were like, I don't know the details, but something about grinding down like bone between bone on his spine so that they weren't like hitting, I guess, and just a little bit of grinding in there, nothing major. He was just basically, I think, going to go in, and it was supposed to be fairly easy surgery, and then get out. There's the bead right there, and another flower right there. So he was supposed to just go in and and then I think maybe stay overnight if he had to, but then he would be going home from the hospital the next day. Well, when he came out, this is all relayed from my mom, conversations I had with my mom. When he came out of surgery, he was fine there. He seemed totally good. So I guess he had, my mom went home, and she came the next day, and when she came into the room, it looked like he had eaten his breakfast, and he was asleep. And so she just waited for a little bit, and then I think after a few minutes she was like, I'm gonna wake him up and let him know I'm here. So she went over to his bed and tried waking him, and he did not wake up. And so she called the nurse, and the nurse came in and tried to wake him, and he didn't wake. And from what my mom learned before she had arrived, he was having, my stepdad was like having some pain, and they gave him 2 pain pills, and he must have just like went to sleep a little bit after that, but then he wasn't waking up. And my mom said, she believes that they gave him 2 pain pills when maybe they should have given him just 1 because they were so strong. Well, apparently they were quite strong. I mean, I don't know a whole lot yet. I'll find out more when I can, but from what I'm hearing, those pain pills that were given to him were too strong, and he wasn't waking up. And then then my mom was having, she has a hard time a lot of times understanding like what the nurses and doctors are telling her, and a lot of times I'm like, okay, like if you can't write it down and like get it to me and I'll try to explain it to you, well then call me. Well, instead what she was doing was like thinking, I guess, that by sending photos, like she was snapping pictures and sending them to me, and she's like, I don't know what's going on. And like I would get these pictures of like all the doctors and nurses just standing there like looking concerned and staring like in the direction of my stepdad's bed. There was a ton of those photos, and I'm thinking, I honestly did not know what to think. And then so she then started texting me, they're telling me that he stopped breathing and now they're gonna revive him. And so she saw like them like call the paramedics. I don't know why they called paramedics to come in and revive him, but they did. I don't know why the nurses there just didn't do it. I honestly don't know And so I guess they came in and they revived him. And then she said they asked her to, meanwhile, before this, let me go back. Before this, she had taken a picture. It looks peaceful. He's like sleeping. And then she realized he wasn't waking up. And so then they asked her to leave the room. They needed to, I hope I don't say this wrong, but intubate him. And so they intubated him. I hope, oh my gosh, I hope I'm saying that right. And so they had her leave the room for that because they were like, you don't want to see this. And so she left the room, and then she was texting me, telling me, what was happening. And then she eventually got one of the nurses on the phone who talked to me and just told me, what they had done, and that they were going to investigate what had happened to them, and they didn't know why this was happening to him. And she said, I was just in shock. I didn't know what to really ask. I was just like, okay, just taking the information in. And so, yeah, my mom is one of those people who, like, she just can't handle, like, she gets stressed, and she, like, tries to avoid, like, feeling, like, the pain of the moment, like, like, breaking down and crying, and she just tries to avoid that. And a lot of times, she'll, like, even change the subject, and it's really hard for her. She's just an avoider, but it is difficult to try to get information out of her, because then she's also trying to avoid, dealing with that, whatever is causing her pain. So it's hard to get information. And so I had just, been traveling, and I had been careful while traveling. But I did not want to go right there to the hospital, because I'm telling you, let me tell you, when I was traveling, I felt okay, and it was wearing my mask and things like that. But when we had to travel, when we were traveling back, we had to travel through Las Vegas airport, and I could not believe how busy. I don't think I've been in I usually drive to Las Vegas, so I haven't been in the Las Vegas airport, I would say, in like 10 years, because that's how often I fly. I don't fly there, I just drive. And so I hadn't been in that Las Vegas airport in forever. And it's still, I couldn't believe it. Like, is that airport small or what? Because it felt small. Because there was like a freaking million people in that airport. It was so packed, like shoulder to shoulder as you're walking through. And I just felt like, oh my gosh, I know for a fact that this is not good. This is not good. So I wasn't about to go to the hospital when all this is happening, so I was trying to get most of my information through my mom or when I was talking to the nurse. But I was so in shock that I just really didn't know what to ask her. And I just said, I guess she knew, and she was just like, okay, if you have questions, you can always call back and ask those questions when you feel like you have questions, whatever. That doesn't sound right, but anyway. So now we're to a point where, okay, so wait, so after that, they take him to the ICU, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, freaking out, like, what is happening? Like, the ICU, wow. But thankfully, beautiful flower. I think it was like the next day, he was already like better, like crazy, but he was already better. They had already taken the tube out, and he was like watching TV and talking and visiting with my mom. My mom was able to go in and visit with him. The only thing is, and then, okay, so the doctor said that sometimes this happens after surgery on your back, that he is not able to walk. His legs feel like, he describes them as jello. His legs feel like jello. He can't even walk without assistance. Like, I don't even think he can walk with assistance. Like, he can't even go like from the short distance from his bed to the bathroom. So he is already like having physical therapy, and he is going to have to, unfortunately, my mom is like so upset about this because she says she already misses him, like going home to an empty house and all of that. And like, at least they have 2 dogs, so she's so thankful that she has the dogs there with her. But it makes me so sad for her. But she's going home and he's not there, and she misses him. But he has to go into a rehabilitation center or clinic and get physical therapy to help him, like, you know, get strength in his legs again and start walking again. And it's just so sad, because to think that he went in and, you know, he was thinking this is just going to be easy and he was going to be out. It's just like so hard for, you know, anyone to face that. But he's got, you know, he's trying to stay positive and, you know, get through this as best he can. And so is my mom. And so, you know, but it was just crazy how she was dealing with all of that through, you know, I don't know. I didn't ask her. I mean to ask her, and I still mean to. I'm going to ask her new. How was it like? Did it help you cope? Like in that moment, like feel like not alone by taking like photos. And my husband was like, she became like his photographer, and she'll be able to show him these pictures and say, this was moment by moment what was happening to you. Like, honestly, normally my mom just sends pictures of her food when she's like out eating. Like, that's usually what I get, are pictures of her food. But this was crazy. Like, she was like, I felt like, honestly, yeah, I felt like I was there with her. So maybe that was it. Like, she was feeling like, you know, like I was there with her and she wasn't alone. So anyway, so yeah, that was conversations with my mother, but more like photos with my mother. But so yeah, so I will keep everyone up to date on my stepdad's progress, and with more conversations with my mother to come. But lately, at least, she has been telling me that she's, you know, at least taking her mind off of all of this with the Olympics. And she's always watched the Olympics and been so into the Olympics and texted me back and forth about it, you know. And so I am grateful that she has that to keep her mind off of a lot of what's going on with my stepdad. And the opening ceremonies, I taped it because I wanted to watch Lady Gaga again. I love her. And then I still haven't been, look at that, that's a beauty. I still haven't been able to watch Celine Dion, who I love, perform. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to watch that probably later tonight. But yeah, so that's my conversations with my mom. So now I'm just gonna try to dig into this some more for you guys and let you listen to the sound at some more. What is this right here? Oh, it's just a big old piece of silicone. And then underneath, we've got tons of goodies. Tons and tons of charms. Let me just rip that part off right there. Oh, big old piece of silicone. And then look at all the prices underneath. Grab this pink bead right here. Whoops. Come on. Okay. Alright. There we go. Is there silicone?